trip each. No mistakes, no do-overs. Most of us are going somewhere we know. That doesn't mean we should know what to expect. Be careful. Look out for each other. This is the fight of our lives. And we're gonna win. Whatever it takes. Good luck.
He's pretty good at that.
Right? All right.
Wait. Okay, yeah. I was like wondering why the hell am I the only one showing the camera?
What's going on, guys?
Welcome to the Comic Kingpins. It's a bit of a quiet Monday. We're kind of 3/5 of the panel so far.
Right. Keys is running a little late with some work stuff. So he may or may not be able to make it tonight. So we shall see.
Yeah, and I guess, you know what, let's just cut to the chase. Last week, you know, this man, he made this big grand farewell on Instagram. You know, we gave him a salute.
Tears and shit.
We gave him a salute last, you know, on our last episode, and all that went to shit because he couldn't even stay 1 week without making his return back to the Kingpins. So, you know what? We'll just let him bring himself in. He has
It's because I love you, guys. I love you. What's up, y'all? All right. Hold up. I just want to let everybody know the main reason is because the damage is quite extensive, but I'm here on no floor, straight pavement, but we can still do the show, so let's do this.
Hell yeah.
You
It's
barbarian.
retro spec, baby. All right, so guys, thank you for starting this off. I just want to announce a few things before we get started with the show. You guys know it's retro spec where we go back. So prior, we were doing it in a way where we would go back 3 to 5 years. Now we said, man, let's flip the script. We'll go as far back as we please. So for tonight's show, we're doing 2013, 2020. But that is the last time that we're going to pick. So moving forward, all of you guys that are watching the show weekly, do us a favor. You will see we're going to put up a photo on IG. So go and follow us on Instagram at Comic Kingpins. And make sure you go and put what years you want on the photos. So the next 500 subscriber giveaway. We'll talk about that later, but you guys could choose the months. Choose the years. So for March, we're letting you guys pick. You can pick any years, 2 years. That's all we need, 2 years. You guys pick the 2 years. Like I said, tonight we're doing 2013, 2020. And then from there, March is going to be in your hands. And hopefully we can keep that going every month. So on Instagram, we're going to put a photo asking you guys to comment the 2 years you want us to revisit. Pretty simple, right?
Sounds like it.
I think it's
Right?
exciting.
There you go. So, guys, you choose.
Let's do it.
All right. So, like I said, for tonight, we're going to be doing 2013, 2020. Guys, which years do you want to start with? Let me know. Comment 2013, 2020.
Wait, we're letting the chat decide on this one as well?
Yeah,
or
we'll
are
let
we
the
gonna-
chat
Might as
decide.
well.
We'll let the chat decide. But before we get to that, I do want to say hi to everybody because 1 week away, it was too much, man. It was too heavy on the heart.
Yeah, it's good to have you back, man.
Thanks, bro.
I'm just kidding.
I was like,
I love how
You're grandmaster.
I love how you went. Yeah, you guys held the fort. You did a great job.
we did
right?
all right,
It was
eh?
Amazing.
yeah, we did pretty
But
good.
obviously, Hyper decides to show his grails when I'm not there.
If you had told me it was only going to be 1 week, the way you hold on,
No,
when we spoke, you said it was going to be weeks. Since
Yeah,
I would have
it
actually
was.
held off 1 week if you.
There
actually
was
would've-
no way you were holding off.
No.
one week before showing
If
those
you
grails.
look, as I would have definitely wanted to share that with all the Kingpins that
Yeah.
week, but BC told me this was going to be weeks since he'll be back.
I was
So-
playing with you. I was playing with you, and like I told you, man, I'm so happy for you. The beautiful, man, beautiful.
Thank you, thank you.
Watching you at Popeyes was probably even more.
Like I said,
for me.
I know you got some girls on your list, so hopefully I'm there when you actually eventually get those.
Thank you.
Hold up. I just noticed Keys is in chat, but he's
What?
not on the show. What are we paying this dude for?
I don't know, man. Got to cut his payroll, bro. But yo, let's say hi to the chat, guys. Wesley's here. Wes, thank you for coming to join us, man. Tim's in the house, man. Tim's been putting up some dope slabs. I don't know if you guys follow him on Instagram.
Mhm.
I feel like it's a slab every day or a set of slabs, but good for you, man. I'm very happy to see you getting some good grades on some nice books, man. Uncanny Swag, how's it going? Michael Baker, yeah. See, he called 709. What did we do?
Hey, by the way, I just want to point out something. I actually came in early backstage. It's just that I was using the Kingpin handle. So those first few messages.
He's totally bullshitting. It's total lies. It was totally fake, guys. I'm just letting you know.
Guys, please believe me. It was actually me.
It wasn't hyper. Let's be real. Look at your track record. buddy.
Yeah.
You asses.
Look at the messages. They speak for themselves.
Mr. Delatorre, hey, Dan, at the end of this, we go back to a random year in dedication to you. We try to hit as far back as possible. But yeah.
Damn, what was that, like a dig at Dan?
No, at all.
Okay.
He loves those Silver Ages and stuff like that. So
Okay. All right.
But Terry, thank you for being here as well, man. Who else we got here? Oh, one of the boys. Yo, Pacino.
Look at that. BC was scratching his nipples when he saw Pacino.
Oh, hold on. I can
Got excited.
Nipples hard.
Man, Marvel. Marvel made his debut last week. I hope it wasn't a one-shot because I was all excited to have him on the show with all of us, but
yeah, it'll happen. It'll happen.
I'm sure he'll be back.
Yeah. We will
Sure
we'll force him if anything. We'll kidnap him.
Absolutely.
His bag sprung a leak.
Oh, Bleaker. Okay, it was 707. We are getting predictable. What the hell?
Shit. We're gonna have to do something about that.
RP.
Tim was going 727. Holy
Jeez,
shit. That's the record God. That's the record
brutal.
God. Jesus. Wes, thanks.
See,
man.
again, Hyper, the track record.
I don't get it. It's been 2 weeks since I opened the show with you guys. I think I've earned my stripes at this point.
2 weeks out of how many shows now?
Yeah, let's just
Honestly-
let's just keep going with this roll call.
It's like, and moving on.
Yo, Comic.Dood, to be honest with you, I know it feels like we've been doing them for so long, but I think in total, not including the whole Royally Fucked, which, guys, thank you for always checking out on Saturdays, but, man, I don't think it's been that many. I think we're at, 15?
I don't
No,
think
no,
it has,
more than
especially
that.
since I've been with the show as well. So
Right? Well, see, I'm talking since we relaunched it,
since
right?
we relaunched, yeah,
Since
that
Comic-Dood.
definitely wasn't too long ago.
oh.
It was just before Christmas, wasn't it?
Yeah, no, it was, I think it was it was October, somewhere around there.
I think we got to point out that that Royally Fucked episode, it's pre-recorded. I think because just in case people think we went Hollywood and we don't acknowledge people in the chat on Saturdays.
No, I think they could tell when something's pre-recorded and when it's live.
No, because I saw some people in the. I think Unix, was still wondering if this is pre-recorded.
Oh well.
Oh yeah,
You shouldn't have told him. We should have just let that keep playing out. But yo, Miguel, man, thank you for being here. AOA, okay, great question. The arcade is more than safe. I want to say it's safe. It's actually upstairs, but my son has been playing the hell out of it, so I don't think those buttons are gonna last too long. Yeah, man. All right, so what the hell is going on here? Keys.
See, that's what I'm saying.
Get
It's a
back.
good year.
These nuts. Look at this. Look at this guy. Drac. Okay, guys.
Track buddy.
Another show that dropped
There you
on Saturday. You guys want to talk about it? You were on it.
Who wants to talk about it? Me or
Yeah,
does Face
go.
want to talk
Go
about it?
ahead. Talk about it. What
Okay, so
episode you
yeah,
on?
actually, we started this monthly show that we do. We're going to be doing every month with Ozzy and Drac, called The Commission. So I think it's a pretty sweet name, honestly. And so we're going to be doing top reads of the month, top spec of the month, top back issue finds that you found during that month, and top cover, was it? Did I say that already? And top cover. So yeah, we just go around and show our books off. And like Drac also mentioned at the start of his of the show is if you guys want, you can vote on who's got the top picks. Just we're a little competitive, so let's make it fun.
Damn.
And like I said, every month, guys. So we're gonna be rotating through everyone's channels too, so you're gonna have to sub up to Ozzy, Drac, and the Kingpins, of course, if you're not already. And come check us out, guys.
Well, there you have it. Marvel saying,
well done.
Marvel saying he's got a full short box of stuff that he could show off. So
Nice.
Oh wow.
I'm excited about that one. But guys, so like I was saying just before, I do want to show you guys just rather quickly. So every month, so tomorrow what we'll do is we'll put up a photo for you guys to pick the 2 years we revisit next month. The photo is going to look pretty much something like this. So you guys have an idea. It's basically going to ask, what 2 years do you want to see next? Comment below and let us know. So guys, make sure you're following us on Instagram at Comic Kingpins and submit the years you want. That being said, boys, I say we start it up. I'm gonna go to 2013. I say we start with 2013.
Oh, I thought you said you were letting the chat decide on that one.
Well, look, I haven't seen it in years.
The commish.
Philly Born, what's up? And we have none other than Sith Lordly, man. Hype. How did it feel being on Spine Ticks? How long did you last?
3 hours? Yeah, it started at 11, and I think I dipped out at 2 a.m. And I think the whole show went on for 5 hours, which is a lot shorter than their usual previous shows. But I know that's what's that?
It's pretty tame for them.
Yeah,
Dude, I remember going to bed one time and they were on, right? I woke up the next morning and they were still going. I was like, what the fuck's going on?
yeah. But I know that Sith was saying that he's trying to make a conscious effort to try to shorten the show. So 5 hours, I guess, maybe the norm. We don't know. But no, it was a good time. Always blast, hanging out with the guys at Spine Ticks. So
nice round number, that 5 hours.
It's pretty wild in those late hours, I've noticed. When I catch it or I'm waking up and I'm like checking my phone, it's like, what the fuck is going on sometimes? You guys got to check it out, though, if you get the chance. It's pretty
Rick,
funny.
what's up, bro? Thanks for coming to hang out. So Sith saying he's trying to end the show in 4 hours now. Man, what?
Well, what are we going to do with the other 8 hours of our night?
Right? I go to bed. And the last thing I see is Sith, and then you wake up. The first thing you see is Sith still live.
Right?
But
marathon sessions.
It's awesome.
But yeah, man, I caught a bit of it live. I caught a bit of the replay, man. It was a great show. So if you guys haven't had a chance, go check the replay of Spine Ticks, man. So guys, let's do this. 2013. We'll start with the first book. I think in 2013 we've only got about 10 books here. So the first one is Avengers #5. Now I see this in the dollar bin absolutely everywhere. You get the origin of Smasher, whose first full appearance was in issue 3. Not really a character I really care about, to be honest with you. But yeah, man. Did you guys grab this? Do you still see it? What do you think of this book?
I did not. I wasn't really on this run to begin with. Like I said, 2013 is a bit of. I wasn't even collecting at that time, so yeah. This one I kind of have to say it's a pass for me. Again, not so much because I'm not a fan. It's just that it wasn't on my radar.
Yeah. Well, I'm surprised you didn't pick this up. I know there's some good stuff that comes shortly after. There's even that Star Brand stuff. What happens in this run?
You know what the funny thing is? I did pick up issue 1, 2, and 3 because they were connecting covers, which I found out later on. And
no kidding. I'm not surprised, dude.
Right.
I think that was coming as soon as you said connecting.
And I think issue 2 I picked up mainly because there was that whole thing about how it was when Shang-Chi gets invited or joins the Avengers, I believe, in issue 2.
Yeah, Michael Baker.
So.
You might have comment of the night, guys. Don't forget. We throw that out at the end. But yeah, man. Comic.Dood, dude, did you pick this up?
I had no idea about this until we talked about it in our own chat there, guys. So this is news to me, and I had to look into this a little bit. I wasn't on this run at all, so yeah, now it's here.
Talk to me, Faith.
When you think about Hulk's catchphrase, it kind of changes your perspective on this
right
character. So, man, you know what? I think I do have a copy of this somewhere. I believe I have most of this run. So it's one. I'm gonna be honest. I can't even remember if I do have it or not. So it doesn't really stand out too much.
That's also not a surprise.
Yeah, it's an interesting new character. She's shown up a few times since they, brought her in, but hasn't done anything really significant yet. Although it does sound like they're kind of angling to make her a little bit more important in the Marvel universe. So we'll see.
So she is still relevant, or was it just like a just in this run kind of thing that we saw her?
No, I think they've brought her back a couple times since then.
Oh yeah, okay.
For other appearances here and there.
Right on.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I haven't seen these in the back issues. Not that I was even looking for them to begin with, but
yeah, I'm pretty sure you can still find them there. So
Oh, dude,
Yeah, it's not that cheap. It's not that expensive.
yeah,
they're pretty much everywhere. I see them always in the dollar bins, $2 bins. Most of this run tends to be there. There's still some good keys though that are available. Some good characters came out of this run, but this was just one of them. Thought it would be cool to shed some light on, but
for sure.
That's pretty much it for this one. The next one, I'm hoping that maybe Face Hyper might be able to give us a little more, but I did notice that in Green Arrow 17, you get the first appearance of Komodo. Now, this is one that I totally slept on. I didn't pick it up at all. I don't even know anything related to this character, but I'm hoping moving down this panel, we can get some further information. You guys?
Wait, why the hell would I be one of the two to shed light on this?
Because
I never spoke about Green Arrow ever.
You're big on DC.
You're into DC though. I caught that.
But I've never spoke about I don't hate DC, but Green Arrow is not one of those characters that's like gone I don't even think I even have a Green Arrow issue in all my long boxes, to be honest.
Really?
No, I'm being serious.
I really thought you did.
I'm being serious. I don't think I have one single Green Arrow issue.
No way.
I don't think so. So, it's a cool name, Komodo. I mean, is he like a lizard or something? Again, I'm talking out of pure ignorance, but
clearly.
All right, well, let's get to someone who does know. Face, anything on this one?
Oh, we just didn't do it?
Come on, guys. You know. But actually,
we're going right over.
On a small little tangent, a little side note, because I've been very ignorant to DC in the last little bit, I have decided to take people's suggestions, and I've started reading digitally Tom Taylor's run of Nightwing.
There you go.
And it's actually good.
It's
I told you.
I apologize for that to everybody that I said, hey, DC, but I'm enjoying it so far. So we'll see where it goes.
There you go. All right, so
bring it home, Face.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like an overly important character, so it's nothing really to get excited about, especially with the Arrowverse kind of. Yeah, I don't know if it's falling apart on the CW or if they're just at this point done with it and just transitioning to something else or what the fuck's going on with it. But Arrow's definitely done, so you're not gonna see this kind of minor character show up in live action, which would essentially be what would make it spike eventually. So if you have it, I mean, great. It's probably, I would assume, part of a run that you're reading because Green Arrow is sort of that type of character. So hopefully you enjoyed it.
Oh,
I actually did not pick up this run, so don't have it.
Marvel with the Tom Taylor.
Tom Taylor.
I dig.
Right, he's killing. And to answer Marvel's earlier question, I believe Smasher is married to one of the New Mutants. I just don't remember which one.
Okay, interesting.
Where was that? Oh, okay, my bad.
The closest I got to DC and Green Arrow was just watching the CW's Arrow. But that was it.
So not all that close, actually. No.
Not exactly.
Chef, I just want to say hi, man. I saw the Dragon Ball Z collection that he put out on IG. You guys saw that?
That was sick, man. Yeah, I grew up on Dragon Ball Z, so
yeah. Wesley, I would say even more than 5 years ago, man. I don't know how I feel, but yeah. All right, so
it's holding on.
Yep, we'll move on to another one now, guys.
I really hope the next
one.
Donnie
Cates. It's not the Donnie Cates
run. All right.
Venom 31. You get the first appearance of Andy Benton, who later becomes Mania. Now, later becomes being literally, I think, the issue after this or something like that. But
is it Benton or Benton?
I'm gonna say Benton. All right.
Yeah,
bro.
You just
like Lord Dracon.
He just wants to pronounce it that way.
He stuck the landing on that one.
Listen to the man.
Newbie that shit all day.
I look at the name, I'm thinking wonton. So I'm going Benton. Leave me the fuck alone. Let's move forward.
Benton, all right.
But
Where's
yeah,
Newbie showing up in chat when you need him?
I justify my shit. But
So
anyway,
what does she become? Manaya?
no, Mania.
Manyanga.
Okay.
Like WrestleMania.
Minyaka, yes.
But yeah, man. So, okay. Bleaker, I don't know if that was towards this one, but possibly, yeah.
No, I think he was talking about the Arrow.
Oh, yeah, CW and stuff, yeah. But,
Could be both.
yeah, dude, I actually picked up this entire run. I really enjoyed it.
Okay.
I don't know if any of you picked it up. Even seeing Flash as Venom was awesome. But what did you guys think of this when it came out? Or have you picked it up afterwards? Where does this book stand for you?
So, I am a Venom fan, and I do try to pick up the other symbiotes if I could find it for cheap. So this was kind of on the radar, but every time I find it at my LCS, it's always like a $25, $30 book. And I kind of find this is one of those books that I should be able to get lucky and find maybe in a back bin somewhere. So not yet, but I think I mentioned to BC, my first exposure to Andy Benton Mania was
Benton.
That person was I believe was a tie-in to Absolute Carnage. She was reintroduced, and then I think she ended up taking on the mantle of Scream after. But yeah, I don't have the full run. I've been picking up little bits and pieces of this run prior because I was collecting, like I mentioned, after this run ended. So, but yeah, it's a cool pick. And like I said, for symbiote fans, it might be a book you might want to look up for.
Yeah. Well, Mr. Dude, talk to us.
All right, so you guys are gonna hate me again for this, but I didn't start collecting until about or getting into comics in general until 6 years after this run.
Jeez.
So yeah, it's 2019 for all you guys. Yeah, because of COVID and everything. That's how I got into it. I'm learning. Yeah, I'm learning just like everybody else. And
did you read any of this run yet, or?
I have not.
Okay.
I have not. So it's a sweet cover, but like I said, it's news to me, man.
I actually hated all the covers that came out at this time with the whole Join the Revolution stuff at the bottom. Oh, really? I hated the red band. I'm not saying that Join the Revolution thing was the whole purpose behind the red band, but I hated the covers with the band at the bottom.
There were a lot of them though around that time.
Yeah, the whole Marvel Now thing. Yeah.
Edge of Spider-Verse issue 2 has it. It's like it's just one of those things I don't like. I look at the cover and I'm like,
those blue banners fetch a lot of money when they're second prints though.
Yes, for sure. But and then I think they go green and orange.
Yeah, there's like the Nova runs, the Superior Iron Man ones. They all have those as well. Yeah.
Yeah, the Marvel Now .1. Yeah.
But yeah, it wasn't one of my things I really liked on the covers at that point in time. But yeah, man. Anyways, Face, what's your take on this one?
I think the most important takeaway from all this is to remember it when you see him at conventions that BC loves the Flash. So make sure you give him that whenever you see him at convention, guys. Is Andy Benton currently dead? I can't remember, to be honest. And actually, you know what? Does it even really matter with the way that Venom works now? Because I mean, he sort of just randomly spawned Flash back to life. So,
yeah.
And it looks like he's going to do that again with Eddie. What now? 2 or 3 times? So, symbiotes don't stay dead. So,
Well, hold on, Face. Because she took on the mantle of Scream, but I didn't continue that whole Scream.
Oh yeah, she did go over to Scream, but I think. Yeah, I can't remember if she died and somebody else's Scream now, or I can't fucking remember, man.
Face.
So many symbiotes now.
So it wasn't that good of a run, was it?
It was good.
You know what? It actually wasn't bad.
Yeah. Okay.
Guardians of the Galaxy stuff too. So.
Oh really?
Yes. Face. See, look, I'm not the only one. Pacino said it. He loves Flash as Venom.
Yeah. Flash was dope. Definitely as Venom. So.
He really was. It's how he got his leg back, man. Come on.
Yeah. Scorpion is Venom, not so much, but
Pacino's saying that she's silenced now.
Oh, okay, there we go.
Yep. But I saw Comic.Dood's face when I said that's how he gets his leg back. He just But yeah, man.
This have a running count on how many symbiotes there are.
Too many to count.
Currently active running around.
And I was actually having this discussion the other day. I forget who it was with. I think it was with the Vulture Chat, where you have Marvel, Bricks, and Hyper Pacino's there. We were discussing symbiotes and how these first appearance of most of the symbiotes they don't tend to hold so much. Outside of
really.
what we'll say Scream, Toxin, and take out Venom and Carnage. What other ones would you guys really say people would go bananas for?
I think the anti-venom has somewhat of a cult following.
Yep,
I agree.
Anti-venom, man. But I think that's the thing, though. I think because of some of those symbiotes took off, I think people are just on the off chance that there is that next big symbiote, they want to grab that first appearance on the cheap whenever they can. It's almost like the same thing. I don't want to go down that rabbit hole, but the whole Tosin thing, people were thinking, they don't want to go like, that whole 1 in 25. The reason why it's going for a lot is they're looking at that Djurjevic variant from, UF4.
Yeah.
And thinking that's going to, so it's almost like I think they're looking at previous historical trends, patterns, and they just figure, let me catch in early. But yeah, a lot of the times, like you said, it seems like a lot of these new symbiotes don't seem to pan out as they used to.
But to sort of, I guess, I don't know, I don't necessarily want to say counter your point, but kind of a little bit. You're talking about people wanting to cash in or kind of cash in or grab the next big symbiote or
not
whatever.
Cash in, like I'm saying a catch in, like.
Well, yeah, I mean, just get the one that's going to be big,
exactly.
Not necessarily to have to sell the comic or anything like that, but to get the score.
Yeah.
But if you look at like the Life Foundation symbiotes, they get a lot more respect these days than they ever have. You know what I mean? Like that book's going for more, and both of them, the cameo and the actual first appearance, than they have in the past. So, and it's been a while since the movie's been out. So,
Marvel, I know exactly where this one came from.
Yeah.
Yep. But Pacino. Okay, First Agent Venom, also an $80 to $90 book, Canadian. Chef saying, don't forget Null. Do we classify him as a symbiote, or because he's the symbiote god, right?
He's
yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't classify him as an actual symbiote though. Like,
but
I don't know. Are they kind of?
I would
a little bit now. We'll see.
Yep. But anyways, man, we'll move on to the next one. That was some fun symbiote talk. But guys,
Sure.
Batman Beyond Unlimited 13. Now, I'm sure you guys remember this from the cartoons. This is the first appearance of Harley Quinn as an older lady who is not in costume. Again, you just see Harley as an older lady. But hey, man, this book still gets some good coin. Did you guys sleep on this? Pick this up? Yeah. I still think it's about a $20 book.
I'm just going to do this.
Yeah.
What the fuck is that supposed to mean?
Yeah, man.
Oh, I mean,
you just your upset face.
I don't know. No.
I don't know. I'll do you one better, dude.
There it is.
Look, now you fucked up the whole order.
But yeah, man, I actually don't have this book. So guys, whoever's feeling alone that they're one, see, we got Tim who's 1 for 4. And I love seeing you guys keep score. Who was it again that does this on another channel?
TiVo.
There you go. So yeah, man, I think it's awesome. Shout out to TiVo. It's pretty funny.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I'm 2 for 4 so far. But I missed this one. I didn't get it, but I do remember the character in the cartoons. So, Hype, do you have this?
I am 0 for 4, so that should tell you that I missed this one as well. Honestly, I'll be honest. When you showed this slide, that's actually the first time I actually saw this book.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't really paying attention. I mean, as much as I like the Batman Beyond animated series, I wasn't really paying attention too much to the actual comic series, except for obviously the original one that, especially that, what was it, the 6-issue miniseries where that issue one's going for gangbusters.
Yeah.
I wasn't really paying attention much to the post New 52 stuff from Batman Beyond, really. So, yeah, I can't really, and also Old Lady Harley or whatever iteration of Harley doesn't really do it for me. So, yeah,
Actually,
I have nothing really to add to this.
Don't lie. I know you're
well,
into that.
actually, I'm glad that you said that at
It's
the
funny
end
how we
there,
just skip, dude.
because
It's like-
Again, it's okay, guys. It's okay.
well, no, because
Again, hold on,
I was
Chef.
going to interject anyway whenever he said that, because I do want to point out this is actually not the same character as Old Lady Harley.
Oh, it isn't? Okay, all right.
No, yeah, Old Lady Harley came later. This is way
You're
before
right.
Old
You're
Lady
right.
Harley.
Yeah.
Back more when Harley was still kind of looked at as the villainous character. So, one of those things. It's kind of weird.
Okay. Okay.
And
Well, I just want to say that I'm part of an exclusive club with me, Hyper, and Baker. The 0 for 4 club.
There you go.
And I had no idea about this book either until you showed it in our chat, and I was like, oh shit, okay.
Dude, I actually think that the cover is awesome. Like, this is
It's pretty sick.
would have been a cover
it
grab
is a
for
great
me.
cover.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like the reverse Undertaker right now. I'm like 0 for whatever right now
The reverse Undertaker.
Wow.
at WrestleMania. Well, those of you that know wrestling know what I'm talking about, but
Yeah, well, when the streak died, so did Taker. Oh, I said it. I said it. But anyways, moving on.
Too soon, bro, too soon.
Yeah, moving on to the next one. It's another DC book.
Oh, I just said it wasn't Old Harley. That's
Yeah.
cool. No.
Batwoman. Oh, sorry. I thought you said it was
No, no. Really, there's not much more to add to it. I'm just messing with you. Like you guys said, great cover. Just not the same character as Old Lady Harley. There hasn't been much relevance to either one. So, yeah,
Gotcha.
it's a cool cover, but I don't know if it's worth $20.
No, I agree. I've seen, like I was saying, I saw it on eBay at 20. But this one, Batwoman 17, first appearance of Betty Kane as Hawkfire, formerly Batgirl and Flamebird. Now, I didn't know about the whole Flamebird thing. I do remember seeing this run when it came out. I totally passed on these books. I've never been a big fan of Batwoman, nor did I care. But yeah, man, it's there as one of the keys that came out in February 2013. I'm gonna say, just off of the faces that I see here, no one picked it up.
well, I mean, this is my interest. This is this is how I look when I look excited about a book.
But yeah, I'm also one that missed out on this one. I'm not a character I would expect on either. Do you have any references or any like ties to this character that you think, oh my god, this is something worth picking up, or is this like something you still don't care about even in 2022?
What's the deal, BC? Are you trying to put these in order to make us all look bad in terms of?
No, at all.
I think he is.
At all. I'm just asking because even for myself,
I'm just gonna leave the show and I'll come back on once we're done all the DC.
Stop. Okay, we're slowing down. We're slowing down. I promise you. But yeah, man. Did you guys pick this up? Would you still pick it up? Do you care? That's the question.
No.
All right. There you
No.
go. And no.
No.
Comic.Dood's already on the phone looking for.
Again, okay. This
I
is
just
another.
gotta say, what's that?
No, I was gonna say this is another title aside from Green Arrow. I have Batwoman in other issues, like in a Detective Comics and Batman. Like I have her. What was it? The Greg Rucka mini run that she had in Detective Comics, which explains her origin a bit. I don't have a single Batwoman issue in my how many long boxes I have in my collection.
Fair, man.
So yeah, man, 0 for 5. What the hell?
Sorry, man. I'm not doing this on purpose. I'm telling you, we're gonna amp it up as we move forward with the next book. So everything kicks into overdrive. Let's go.
I'm just glad that me and Tim aren't in the same room right now, or that he's not on the stream, because the look on his face is probably just pure disappointment with me. Yeah, Tim.
He's 1 for 5 though. He's 1 for 5. He's not doing any better.
I'm sure he owns more DC books and knows a little more about DC keys than I do, though. So,
Face, anything for you on this one?
Well, I mean, I love the cover.
It is a gorgeous one.
Betty Kane's actually a really old character. She's the first Batgirl, even before Barbara Gordon. I think she had a pretty god awful costume too. So I don't really remember this and I don't remember the character Hawkfire, but I wonder if her costumes is bad. From the name, it sounds like it's just horrible.
Yeah.
I can't remember, to be honest. So,
well, I think we've had enough of this, guys. Like I said, now we've cleared the boring parts of 2013, and I agree with all of you. So moving forward, guys, Uncanny X-Men #1. Did you guys pick this up? You have the first appearance of Keys' favorite, Gold Balls. And most importantly, you get the
he loves the Gold Balls.
Yeah, he does. But you get the debut of Magneto's white costume, which I thought was absolutely badass. It's still one of my favorite Magneto costumes, although the OG is still the all-time favorite. But I loved it. I loved it. Did you guys pick this up? Were you on this run at all?
No, but I do know of this issue, and it is a dope issue. But I don't have this issue though, so I'm 0 for 6.
So switching to Marvel didn't fucking help you, is what you're saying.
Pretty much, man. Pretty much.
I don't know why I'm laughing.
I'm like the Montreal Canadiens this season.
So for myself, yeah, I'm in the same fucking boat as Hyper. I don't own this issue, but Gold Balls is a sick character, guys. You know, ever since we found out that, you know, what his balls could actually do.
Well, speaking of Gold Balls, Kamikaze is asking a serious question. 30 minutes in, no chicken talk.
I finished my Popeyes on Saturday.
You're slacking. You're slacking.
I finished that family
meal.
Dude,
that's a week after you got it.
It was a family meal, and it's not like I can hit up awesome. A Popeyes. So I was milking that family meal for what it was.
Licking your fingers for as long as you could, as long as it had taste.
Horrendous.
But like I said, you know, first appearance of Gold Balls, he's part of the 5. He's part of the resurrection of the mutants of Krakoa, yes. Right?
Yeah.
So once we found that out, people still kind of laugh at him, but people didn't laugh at him as much. So it's definitely a book that I've been looking for. My shops don't seem to have a copy, but again, you know, I just like looking at the back issues. I'm not going to pay premium for it.
Yeah.
But then I'm gonna have to disagree with you, BC. Magneto's white costume, sick as fuck.
That's exactly
what I said.
That's what I said.
You said you like the OG costume.
I prefer it.
I like how dude thought that he had a point.
Right. But no,
I love the white costume, man. It's awesome. It's my favorite costume.
OG costume trumps the white one, but the white one is fucking gorgeous. It's absolutely amazing.
No, I say the white one trumps the OG costume.
All right, so there, we'll give you half a point. What? But no, listen, gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous costume. I thought it was amazing. Marvel also brings up another point that I think as well, dude. The Cyclops outfit's it's bomb. It's crazy. I would take this costume over the OG costume any day.
I have mixed feelings about this costume, but it's different, you know. Well, I don't disagree with you on that. I like the OG Cyclops, but I don't like the OG Magneto compared to this one.
Oh, good. Hey.
Yeah, so again, I'm 0 for 6 on this, but it's definitely one I keep my eye out for.
There you go.
Pipe in a crepe.
I think that's gold. Isn't that gold member?
Yeah. Dropping it.
I love gold. I like gold.
All right. Face, talk to us, bro.
Yeah, I mean the white costume for Magneto is definitely dope. As far as Gold Balls, you know, it's unfortunate. What was probably once the most noble and best name in all of comics is now changed to, I think, Egg. I think, yeah, his name's Egg.
Yeah, but
that's disappointing.
Yeah. That's true. Ever since he can find out what his powers actually did, yeah.
But yeah, he is part of the 5, so you know, obviously he's an important part of what the X-Men have going on right now. How long that lasts with the resurrection protocols and stuff, it's hard to say. You have to wonder how they would handle that situation if, like, you know, one of the 5 were killed off. So he seems like a fairly expendable character, especially with a dumbass name like Egg. So you never know. You might meet an end soon.
Pretty much, yo. I can't stop saying this over and over in my head. Bong and the Blitz.
Hold on. Let's revisit the Mania slide again real quick because Newbie popped into chat. So
no, yo, I'm not going back to this shit.
Yeah, of course. The first thing that Newbie
damn sure doesn't want to go
it's
back
not even
here
a
now.
hello. Isn't worth anything.
Yeah,
That's
nothing. Jesus.
Probably that's the first thing he said when he came out of the womb. Also,
Right? Is that worth anything?
Does it have value?
But yeah, man, Newbie, thanks for being here, bro. Marvel. This was a great side story when Emma and Scott's powers were broken after they were Phoenix 5 in the Avengers versus X story. Yes. We have Newbie. What's up, baby? But all right, guys. So that's it for this one.
Now.
Yeah, we'll get to the next one. Now, guys, I hope you guys have this.
With everything.
Come on, I hope you picked this up. Superior Spider-Man number 4, man. You get the death of Dr. Ashley Kafka, who is killed by Massacre. Ironically, she came back recently in 2020. So the 2 years we're visiting, there she is. She came back in Ravencroft, I believe it was issue 5, where we find out she's a clone. But yeah, man, did you guys pick this up? I love the Superior Spider-Man run. I know that Dan Slott was getting like death threats when Spider-Man, Peter Parker, and Doc Ock eventually switch over, and we end up getting Doc Ock as Spider-Man. But yeah, man, I loved the entire arc build up to that moment, and even after that, Superior Spider-Man run is great. It's a good run.
Who the Kafka is this?
Who the Kafka is that?
You've been waiting all your life for that joke.
Yeah.
No, I actually did not read this run at all. I had no clue who this was.
No,
I was wondering myself where Hyper went. Oh, there he goes again. Bye, Hyper. Fuck, that was good. That was good. Sorry. Caught me off guard.
What is this? Some form of timeout?
What the? It's like he just doesn't here.
But no, I haven't read this. I've heard, some people really enjoyed this run.
Yep.
And I guess, like you said, some people really, really hated it. But
Pacino,
no
you're letting me down. It's
okay, Pacino. I'm there with you, buddy.
Baker's 1 for 7. Tim's 1 for 7. Marvel, I'm surprised. This guy's got everything. We know you do. But Face, what's your take on this?
Well, I mean, they brought her back as a clone, so
yep.
Okay.
I mean, there's that. She was a semi-important character for a minute, and even having brought her back as a clone initially, setting her up in sort of what was her original role and just looking like it was sort of her resurrected somehow, that probably would have went better or had more implications for the character in the long run than the Goblin Queen run or Queen Goblin or whatever it is. I think it just doesn't feel like it's a character that's really going to stick too long or be that important, even if she does stick around. So she already feels kind of like henchman-ish working for like the Beyond Company Corporation or whatever. So nothing to get real excited about, but it was a decent run by Slott, so worth reading for sure.
Okay, I was kind of wondering that. I was like, is she important at all to anything?
Yeah.
Or is she just kind of like a side character?
I don't know. I don't know if Hyper put himself in timeout, but if
I think he must have.
I,
It's all that chicken. He went to the washroom.
Yeah. If there's anything you want to say here, buddy,
say it now, or forever hold your peace.
I would have thought it was the bag milk.
Now, I want Hyper to see this. I want the whole chat to see this. I think you guys are all going to... I wish I could put him on the big screen and also show the slide at the same time. Maybe there's a way I could do that. Hold on. No, I can't. All right, so the next book. You guys, watch Comic.Dood. Light up. Ready?
Oh, fuck. Here we go. Ha-ha!
Oh, there you got it.
I know this one.
There you go. And I know you have it. Don't be playing us
1
right
for
now.
7 now.
Yeah,
Part of the club.
There you go. So first solo series for Sam Alexander as Nova. You obviously get the first appearance of his parents and his sister. What did you guys? I was on board with this series when it came out. Any of you guys pick this up? Was it something you chased afterwards? What was it?
Yeah. I'm actually on the board for the first time.
There you go.
Awesome.
Yes. And I actually have multiple copies to boot. So I think all of them, if I'm not mistaken, I think I either found them in the $2 or $1 bin.
Nice.
Sections
Fancy.
in the shop. I'm still looking for that second print with the blue label though. That's the one that I actually want to find. But yeah, I think look, we're seeing his first appearance, Marvel .1, is slowly creeping up there in price. It's still affordable, but again, this is going to be that other book that is, as we call it, the next best thing. So I would scoop this up if you can, because there's always that talk which Nova is going to come to the MCU, because Feige has expressed interest in bringing Nova into the MCU, and people are wondering, is it going to be Ryder or is it going to be Alexander? So I think I'm with a lot of people where I say both will at some point be in the MCU, because you can't really have Alexander without paying respect to the OG Nova. But
no, for sure. I agree 100%. I think Ozzy has the same fate as you, because he's got 3 copies at CGC right now.
Nice, Ozzy.
Nice.
So they have it. All right, guys. It's his time to shine.
I know a bit about this one. So obviously I wasn't collecting when this run came out, but I like Nova. I like, the character. So I've been collecting anything and everything I can with Sam Alexander specifically, and Richard Rider, or as some people like to call him, Dick Rider.
Who calls him that?
What's that?
Said who calls him that?
Right?
I mean, this guy named FaceTyme does the odd time.
Yes. That was epic, by the way.
But like you said, Hyper, that blue label second printing of Nova 1, it eludes everybody as far as I can tell. I thought you
were going to say except me. I thought that's how you're going to end off your sentence.
Right?
Not that exclusive club. But it's eluded me as well. I have, I think, 1 or 2 issues of this one right here. And, just a little bit of tidbit information on this is first appearance of his family. Not that his sister is really important at all, or his mom, but his dad was also part of the Nova Centurion. So the run kind of revolves around like Sam trying to figure out and find his dad, because his dad hasn't really been around, right? So if you're going with Sam Alexander, you kind of want to look into his father a bit. This is his first appearance. If we get Sam Alexander in any sort of way, it may come up, it may be talked about a bit. So, and that's his dad's helmet, so it's not a bad one to pick up. If you see it, pick it up.
Comic.Dood took us to school, man. That was awesome.
But he forgot the most important part.
Shit, what'd I forget?
This is the Spider-Man of fucking space in Marvel.
See,
no, wait, I thought that was Richard Rider.
About that.
No, it's Richard. It's totally Richard.
I don't know why I don't make that connection.
Because only DC did.
I did, and I still do. I stand by it.
Yeah.
You should see how BC gets heated. You guys don't read it. You guys don't read Nova Comics. I don't know why I'm being Italian.
Because it's BC.
I remember we were giving him a lot of grief for it when he first mentioned you guys don't read your Nova Comics, do you? I'm like, no.
Does anybody?
Right. I do. I love Nova. You guys know that. Not as much as Comic.Dood, that's for sure. I think he took the cake in this panel. But yeah, man. Face, what is this one for you?
This is the only book I knew about.
I mean, yeah.
You'll have the other ones.
Other than that, I don't really have to add anything. I mean, dude handled it. Yep. Got it covered.
Thanks, guys.
This was Dude's high point of the show.
Yeah. All right, guys. I'll talk to you later. Have a good one. Enjoy the show.
I do want to put it out there though that this book did get quite a few people back on the board. Right? People were striking out. This one got some people on the board.
But, because BC's putting these obscure titles that
Oh, stop it! Stop it!
Obscure, like fucking
It's
DC.
not-
DC is obscure all of a sudden.
It's not BC in charge of the show, guys. We shared this prior, man.
I'm
You
kidding.
guys have
I'm
a voice.
kidding.
But the next book is a book I hope everyone's picked up, especially with whatever news we're going to be getting very shortly regarding the movie. But Thor: God of Thunder #5, man, Origin of Gore, the God Butcher, and raw copies for this are already up there at $50 Canadian. I saw some on eBay going for 40, 50, 60 raw, and CGCs are selling at $300, man, in a 9.8. Now, I recently locked one down. By recently, I'm saying September. Geez, that is not recently, man.
That's
Now
not really recent.
yes,
I mean,
yeah, a few months ago.
give or take like 6 months. You know.
Yeah, time's flying. But yeah, man, I picked one up for like $15, but these just keep climbing, man. Did you guys pick any of these up? I was caught playing catch up on this series, but yeah, man.
I got lucky with this one.
Look at you.
This one I actually picked up. I think I told this a couple of times. I picked up the first 11 issues of God of Thunder for $15. This is right before the Venom series started with Donny Cates. So no one is really paying attention to the series until, obviously Cates did his whole thing with Null and everything else. And then that's when people started paying attention to Gore. And then now, obviously, with the whole Christian Bale playing him in the MCU. And did you guys see the costume?
Yeah.
I'm actually now, like, when I first saw the prototype, I was like, I mean, obviously, give it some time. But like now that I'm seeing more and more of the costume, it looks promising.
Except for I think it was the Lego toy. It doesn't work, man. It doesn't work. But yeah, dude, talk to us.
So I'm actually just going to address a few comments in the chat first.
Sure.
Ozzy, the Comics Pro retailer. I'm not sure what are you talking about this one? Because that's the only one I can think of right now. Like the Comic Con exclusive one. Is that the one? If it is, say yes. If not, well, shoot me a message. Yeah, blink twice if it's not. But Pacino, I do have only one copy. And
I think he was hustling you, but North is on the board. North 49.
No, a second. We'll chat, buddy. We'll chat.
All right. So,
but no, I don't have this. I've been looking for anything Gore the God Butcher. It's obviously they're hot books, right?
Yeah.
And in my area, you can't find fuck all. No, I don't have this, and I haven't even seen it.
Gotcha.
But it's definitely, obviously, it's the origin, right? If you don't have first appearance, second appearance, get the origin as well. Origin's always a good backstory.
And that first appearance is, I mean, you saw how much it's going for raw, right?
Yeah.
It's like $300, I think, at this point.
Crazy.
Face.
Well, I mean, that's the thing with this book too. Is this is one that's actually, in the shows that we've done on the Retro Spec, this is probably like the closest one that has to some actual like upcoming MCU spec news or whatever coming out of it so far. But it's one of those books that's kind of like right on the edge. I mean, you see that like raw copies are selling for like 35 US to 50 Canadian or whatever. So obviously there's already a bit of a premium there, and it has been that way for a while. First of all, it's a pretty good run. It's a great read if you haven't read it already. It's definitely worth it to check out. But with Gore, I mean, it's one of those characters, as far as like potential spec or flip value, like you sort of know that he's probably not going to make it out of this movie, given the storyline that they went with in the comics and everything. So
no, I know, man. I do.
Yeah, I mean,
Face. I feel like many people are already going into Thor expecting for Gore to not make it out of the movie, and because of the whole tie to the Necro Sword, people are already expecting no.
Yeah, yeah, there is a lot of spec heading in that direction, and who knows? We'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah, they could drag the gore stuff out and make it make a sequel, or make it a two-parter or something like that. Who knows? But I don't know, man. It just I love the character, but yeah, it feels like it's a one-off movie, or one-off for the character in the movie rather. So,
just want to address a question. So you have North 49 asking, would you get a green label if there is no sticker? Marvel actually answered saying that you'd get a blue label that says digital code removed. And yeah, I think I've seen these already.
No, okay.
And you could get up to a 9.8, but not above that. So I didn't even know too much about CGC back when I was collecting, not this particular book, but I'll give you an example. The Edge of Spider-Verse 2. I mentioned that one because it's from the same time where they had the digital codes. And I always made sure to never touch the codes, man. It was just a thing. I was like, no, I can't do that. Like, there's no fucking way. I don't want to ruin the book. And again, I was never in the whole grading thing, but it was just something that I just naturally never wanted to do. Kind of, I don't know. I don't like.
But look at Tim, that sadistic fuck.
Right?
Any Marvel book with a red banner, take the coupon out. Why? Yeah. It's like, why?
He's trying to start problems.
Barbarian.
Do you also kick puppies as well?
And also to readdress Comic Ozzy, I found the cover. If anybody's wondering, that's a Comics Pro exclusive.
Oh, nice. Very nice. North 49, good to know. Does this reflect in the market with lower prices? I would say, yeah. I think,
yeah, because the thing is, like I said, like I have that, what is it, that Marvel .1 first full appearance of Miss Marvel.
Yeah.
And I bought it not knowing that the guy pulled the sticker out. And even though I own the book, I kind of wish I had the book with the coupon. It's just one of those things. It's almost like, I don't know, maybe it's like an OCD thing where you kind of want, it kind of feels incomplete without it.
Yeah.
So wait, okay, because I actually haven't honestly looked into it. The coupons, they get you the stickers, they get you a digital copy of the book, right?
Yeah, it's just you can read it digitally.
Yeah.
That you have to, which is to prevent you from having to actually physically read your comic, right? But
like the physical copy, yeah, I assume so.
But you still have to open the fucking comic and tear out the goddamn coupon to get the digital copy.
Yeah, no, I get it. It was kind of weird marketing. I'm not too sure if they were trying to test the waters with the whole digital shit. Because remember, many times they've been talking about switching to digital full pin, but I don't know why they did that. I really don't know.
But they still do it now, though.
Bad idea from Go.
Yeah, but don't the current Marvel issues do the same thing now? Where they
I think they still do have them in some shit.
Yeah.
Don't they?
I don't even pay attention, to be honest with you. If you want here, I'll pop one open and just check.
I'm pretty sure most of the mainline series do still have that digital code.
I don't pay any attention to it, to be honest.
Well, I can tell you that Swordmaster does not have it right now. Yeah, no, I don't see anything. Oh, fuck, man.
Oh, okay. I see what Tim was saying.
Hey, yo, open your books, man. This page is full of this.
No. Tim was coming at it from a pressing point of view. Yeah, no. Because I think pressers are aware that you're supposed to put a sheet between that digital code so that the imprint on that code doesn't go throughout your whole pages.
Got it. But yeah.
I'll retract my "you kick puppies" statement from before.
This guy kicks puppies.
Yeah.
No, I like the puppy chicken thing. That's kind of funny.
Uni, what's up, man? Thanks for joining us.
I want to look at Tim like that from now on.
Yeah, he's just a
Tim
puppy
knows we're playing.
He just walks around Canada punting puppies all over the place.
All right, guys. I wish Keys was here to wrap it up with us for 2013, but the next book, I know he would have been super excited about. But Spawn, issue 228, man. It's a low print run. There's only 16,343 copies. It's an homage to Action Comics #1. The raw copies sell for $100 Canadian, and CGC 9.8s are selling at around $250. I don't know about you guys. Did you guys notice the blood at the front? Like, there's people in that car. There's people in that car.
Not anymore.
That's awesome. It's the subtle touches that count.
Puddles in that car.
That's awesome.
Man, but yeah, man. So what? I totally missed out on this. I was not collecting Spawn at this time. I know Keys probably has this. Actually, I don't want to say I know. I think he does. But But yeah, man, did you guys grab this when were you
Uh,
collecting?
I only started collecting Spawn. Honestly, I just started picking up the issues after 300, and then I went back and I picked up like the early single digits ones, like 1 and 2, obviously because of those first appearance of Violator and Spawn. But I didn't really pick up the 200 issues. But that's a pretty cool Action 1 homage.
Yeah.
No. I never read any Spawn until 314, I think it was, and then I realized like I have no clue what the fuck is going on. So I stopped until Keys told me, "Yo, hop on Gunslinger Spawn." I also hopped on King Spawn, which was a total no-no. So I stopped with that, and I've been reading Gunslinger Spawn. So I've been enjoying that, but this I had no idea about. So pretty cool homage. And I love it. Like I said, it's the subtle touches that count, guys.
Yeah, man. Oh, I agree, dude.
It's in the details.
Yeah, there's actually a whole run of these homage covers in the early 200s there. This one is it's a great homage to Action Comics, and Spawn collectors go nuts for these homage covers, which is why you see the prices what they are. They were also kind of, I think there was some problems with finding them like in decent condition too. So
yeah,
that might be another reason why, obviously with such a low print run that they're going to command a higher price for a nicer raw. So
yeah.
It's a tough one because if you're a Spawn fan, obviously you want to add it to your collection. Other than that, it's a dope cover, but shit, it'd almost be better to try and read it digitally for that type of price.
Yeah. I agree on that one, man. But not one that I own. I would love to own this. I think it's a beautiful cover. Like I said, I'm very concerned about those people in the front seat. But yeah,
I
man.
don't think you need to be concerned about them anymore. It's pretty much
they're done. They're cooked. But yeah, man, it's crazy to see that raw copies go for $100 Canadian and CGC 9/8 are at around $250. It's great numbers, but it's just not money I'd be spending on it right now. Although it is a beautiful cover.
Yes, dope cover by.
There's just Unix's comment regarding the previous slide. He was wondering if issue 6 was the origin. The thing is, because I have obviously both issues, but issue 6 I believe it's no, because I mentioned in a previous point that I had 1 to 11.
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong, because I know issue 6 is when they introduced Null and then they kind of did the whole retcon thing. But I know that Gore kind of explains how he. They do show like a bunch of Slade gods in issue 6, but now with Unix's point, I'm gonna have to go back and reread issue 5 because I thought it was issue 5 that was his origin, and issue 6 was the Null cameo. But
so what you get is in issue 5, it's kind of like one of those situations. I don't want to say like Galactus, but like in issue 5, you see they do touch base briefly on his origin back in the day. So because it is even a part of his history, it's considered origin. You understand? It's not the full origin story, but you have
okay, so it's like a
one.
Exactly.
It's like the thing they did with Echo and Daredevil, where it's like it's kind of spanned over.
You could say that, but exactly. Yeah. See, hold on. Even Marvel says that the whole series is flashing back to the past and present. And
right.
future, which is how it takes place. So at 5, if I recall correctly, they go back billions of years to where we get Gore and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
So just to clarify on that. Yeah, exactly. I think it's both. Yep. So there you have it, guys. That was 2013. 2020 is going to be full, though. We have some bangers there. We're going to get through them as fast as we can. But in order for me to pull up the slide and distract you guys for a little bit, we're going to have to find our way there. So, guys. So there you have it, baby. The slide's ready. I'm ready. Hyper, you ready? Dude, you ready?
Hell yeah.
Face, get off mute, because I'm going to ask you, are you ready?
Yeah, I guess so.
There you go. There you go. So, guys, let's start it right away. Like I said, we're bringing fire on this one. The first slide we've got to Star Wars Darth Vader #1, first appearance of Z67. Raw copies are still selling at $40 Canadian. Did you guys pick this up? I have it in my run. I know I have it in my run. I did not sleep on the Darth Vader stuff when it came out, only because I got lucky with the other run where we got Dr. Aphra. But yeah, man. Did you guys pick this up?
And just like 2013, we'll start off with an 0-1.
Oh, stop it. Stop it.
With an 0-1.
I'm glad I was.
I've only been coming around to these Star Wars books later on with the High Republic, and I've been picking up Star Wars back issues since then. This is one that I haven't picked up for that very reason, because I'm seeing it for those price tags, like $40-$30. I'm not that big of a Star Wars fan that I'm going to spend that much.
Yeah.
I'm just really enjoying the fact that you have Hyper above me to, be the bearer of bad news before it comes to me to just reciprocate what he's just said. No, I didn't hop on this at all. Yeah, I was a little late to the party on this.
But dude, I think I know the rest of the slides. I feel like bright future is ahead for me in terms of the upcoming picks. So you might be.
I had one so far. Yeah, as long as I have one, I'm good.
I mean, you slackers sleeping on Z67. What is wrong with you? Why would you not be all over this random?
Yep.
No, yeah, I definitely on it. It's Star Wars and it's Darth Vader, so
okay.
One of my favorite characters in Star Wars. So of course I was on the run for sure.
Face.
It's a droid, so not much spec value there. Go ahead.
Exactly, guys. Like we said, retrospect. We go back to just look at books and see how they panned out, and we just
good and bad.
Yeah.
Face, you're like the Star Wars head. I mean, if Keys was here, I would say he's just as big as he. But in terms of this book itself, do you think the value it's commanding is because of that spec on that Z67, or the fact that it's a #1 of Darth Vader?
I actually think it's #1, bro, in the cover. That's me. Face.
Man, I think it's a bit of both, to be honest. Yeah, I think it's a bit of both. Obviously the #1's always,
I think people thought it was Star Wars Darth Vader 1 from the other series, and they're buying this one. That's
the Karen Gillan one,
right?
Yeah, the Z67 the thing is it's a droid, but it is a really cool droid. So I mean, it's hard to say. Droid spec in Star Wars doesn't really pan out a whole lot. Like, it's not a whole lot that are hugely important outside of R2, C-3PO. The main ones.
Exactly.
Yo, is it cool like IG-88 cool or like not?
Yeah, he's cool as shit, but I mean,
nah.
The value of like his first appearance and stuff probably wouldn't be what it was without the other characters that are also in that issue. So.
Okay.
It is a dope cover. I will agree.
It really is. But guys, I just want to take a quick second, say hi to Raging Cajun. Dude, happy to have you here, man. Southpaw Brad actually stepped in, so thanks for joining us. But yeah,
he was actually a guest on Raging Cajun, I believe, this last Sunday.
Yes, I caught that. But yeah, man. So you guys, what's the score? Hype's O, Comic.Dood's O. Face, you got this one.
Yeah.
There you go.
I have a feeling we're gonna turn this franchise around soon.
There you go. Well, I'm almost certain I could say Hyper has this one. The next book I'm putting up, not that it's a character anyone even gives a shit about, because they didn't last long.
Okay, that's
Spider-Verse #5, man.
I do have this one.
Yeah, you do have it?
Yes.
There you go. First appearance of Madam Swarm. You also get the death of Madam Swarm.
That was quick.
Grand opening, grand closing.
Yep, and you get a first cover. But what's epic about this entire run? Issue 6 is the big one. Issue 6 is the one that demands all the coin. You have so many appearances in there as well. I want to say issue 1, 2.
Issue 1 also, especially that there was a Walmart variant of issue 1 that
but
as well.
There's issue 1, 2, 3. And then I believe 4 is the only issue of this run where there's like no first appearance. Every other issue has.
Is that the one with Yeah, you see a picture of like Spider-Man in a rocking chair.
Yeah, like sewing a kid.
Yeah, I think.
But yeah, man. So I actually dug the character though. I thought they were gonna do something with this, but this was one that just didn't stick at all, man. So
they did do something. They killed her ass.
Yeah, no, for sure. But rather than talk about this book, because yes, it's just very quickly shedding light on this book, but also the run. The run was incredible. I really enjoyed the Spider-Verse run. But yeah, character was pretty cool. Had a sexy vibe to her too, until she turned into that, which then she definitely deserved to get a permanent exit. But yeah, did you guys pick this up?
Yeah, I picked up like it was just a 6-issue miniseries. I picked it up for the fact that look, it was on previews. It was advertised as Spider-Verse, so we're gonna get different. And this was I think right off of the heels of the Into the Spider-Verse movie, if I'm not mistaken, or close to that timeline.
Yeah, man.
So to me, it was one of those things that I had on my pull list for the very fact that look, I figured there's gonna be several first appearances in this series, so I just put it on the pull. And to my surprise, that, like you said, that issue 6 is going for a lot more than it should, honestly.
Hey, don't say that now. Don't say that now.
Hey, listen,
I agree.
I'm all for books heating up, but I'm surprised how much that book.
Well, there's a load of characters in that book, man. That
I get that, but I mean,
but hold on. Given that they're continuing with these animated Spider-Verse movies,
this guy probably has 10 copies. This is why he's like.
I'm not flipping this book. I'm
kidding. I'm kidding. Just go.
It's like somebody I know with his free comic book day virus.
you can call it.
You can give those shits away.
Yeah, but no, I just think that there is possibilities. Should they continue with these Spider-Verse movies, you never know. But there's many other Spider-Man that I would like to see prior to most of those that appeared even in issue 6. But Mr. Dude, the floor is yours, sir. Sorry.
Yeah, man. Let's see.
The floor is gonna be swept off here real quick. I'm gonna be like Tim and put up a big 0. Yeah, I didn't pick up the series at all. I never I like Spider-Man as much as the next guy, just not as much as you, BC. And he's just too many Spider-Man series, so this is one I just passed on.
Yeah.
But yeah, Madam Swarm, I had no clue who she was until today.
Well, Pacino definitely made some coin off of this run.
He knew who she was.
1 and 6. He sold issues 1 and 6 together for $130. That's crazy.
BC was a happy customer that day.
No, I was not. I would never spend that shit. But Raging Cajuns 1 for 2. And thanks, man. Thanks for the comment earlier. Love your show too, man. Face, talk to me, bro.
Well, for a dude who doesn't know a whole lot about this character, the first 2 lines of the slide there tell you pretty much everything you need to know.
See, I figured I didn't miss much, right?
I just threw the deadheads right away.
Yeah, you missed 1 issue. So yeah, not a whole lot of spec value there. I don't think we're gonna see her showing up in the MCU anytime soon, but you never know. It is possible. She could make a cameo. You're right. She could make a cameo in one of the Spider-Verse movies. That's possible.
I hope not.
I think we would see much more than a cameo.
Yeah. Well, there's not much more to say about this one, right? But Face, I feel like you've got some info for us on this one. Talk to me. Flash 88, the first full appearance of Paradox. I did not pick this up. I did not at all even look at this. Did anyone here pick this up?
Let's make it a speed
Oh my
round.
goodness, I actually did.
There you go.
I actually did.
Oh shit!
Hyper, look at you. Oh my goodness.
Like I saw this cover, I'm like, I actually have this one, and it's because I remember that face, that shattered glass thing. That okay, yeah, I do have this one, and I'm not even picking up Flash. Actually, my Flash books, even though I do have them in my collection, they're few and far between. So, and I think I actually picked it up for that very reason, because of the Paradox was being hyped up quite a bit as one of those next big antagonists, I guess, for Flash. Nothing has really come of it since then, but you never know. It's one of those things that I grabbed at a cover, and if they ever, I'm not really currently reading the Flash run, so I think Face probably might know this answer if they're currently using Paradox or if they have plans for him. But as far as I know, nothing so far.
I do want to bring up a great point here, guys. Arthur Harrow.
I was thinking of the same
Right,
thing
yeah.
with the Madame
You never say never on these goddamn characters. Yes, I stand
No.
corrected, bro. I stand corrected. 2 for 3. Good stuff. All right.
I have more questions than I do answers for this book. So let's go down to Face first, because I have a feeling he's going to answer some of my questions.
Sure.
Shit, I was hoping Dude knew something about this
Ah.
one. 'cause it's not- No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, okay.
Our
You scared
DC
me for a
historian.
So, yeah, this one actually came out at a really good time for this particular issue. It had that sort of COVID hype.
Yeah.
Because it was one of those characters, like Hyper said, he was sort of being kind of billed as like a big character for the Flash going forward or whatever. And you could tell Hyper didn't stick with the run because he lasted about 3 motherfucking issues before they erased him from reality. So, yeah, no, they're not really doing anything with him.
Yeah, you answered my questions. I was wondering who he was. Was he important? And
Yeah, I mean, they could bring a
Not
version
really.
of him back or something like that, I suppose. But
Well, yeah.
now he's done.
Well, so there's no chance. I mean, because disappearance in comics can mean shit. I mean, people
especially with
disappear
the
from
Flash,
comics all the
right?
time.
Yeah, there's always a chance. Obviously, it's fucking comics, so even when there's no chance, somehow there's still a chance.
Look
But
at this guy, Vince McMahon over here.
yeah, right. but no, yeah, he was pretty much the character of Paradox, at least, was erased from reality. So not gonna happen.
All right.
He
Not
was
erased.
He was uncreated before he was ever created, or whatever. I don't know how that
All right. Well,
had to do with time travel and bullshit and everything else.
I only grabbed one copy, so it doesn't hurt that bad.
Hey, just a random question. Do we have any Clayton Crane fans here on the panel?
Well, of course,
I mean, I don't mind him.
You don't mind him?
Yeah, his stuff's all right.
great artist.
What do you guys think of this cover?
I don't know that I would. Okay.
There
I
you
don't
go.
know that I would pay the premium
Wow.
for that rainbow signature, but
I told you.
Still
I'm
Star
carrying this
Wars.
franchise around.
Right?
2020.
Right? But yeah, man. Okay, so about this book, Rise of Kylo Ren #3. You get origin story of Ben Solo, cameo appearance of Avar Chris, who is a female Jedi from the High Republic era. Now, did you guys pick this up? I totally slept on this run. Like, I'm seeing this being sold every. It's weird because literally every auction on Facebook or whatever groups there are where people are selling books, I managed to see this for some reason. I don't know if people are dumping it. I don't know what's going on.
That's why I recognize this cover.
Yeah,
Yeah, I've seen this somewhere, but I have no idea where from. But yeah, people are selling these. You're right.
Yep. But guys, how was this one for you?
I accidentally fell into this one because this was only a 4-issue miniseries, and I think issue 1 was going for a bit before the solicitation for issue 3 came out. So I talked to my LCS, and I was able to get issue 1 and 2. I only got the late print. I couldn't get the first print. But I figured, you know what? I'm 2 out of 4. I told them just put the other 2 on my pull list, since it's not a big commitment.
Yeah.
So that's how I just ended up with this issue on the pull. And again,
awesome.
This is before I had any idea of High Republic and anything of that, because I wasn't reading obviously the Star Wars novels. So the whole Avar Chris cameo thing came later on for me. So
Nice.
yeah.
Well, I just want to say it's either Tim and I are after the same kinds of books, or we're not picking up the same kinds of books. Because I'm a big fat 0 again for this one.
Hey, that's fine, man.
Like
Don't
you said,
worry
BC, I recognize the cover when you posted it up, and I couldn't remember where, but yeah, I've been seeing them online, people just posting and selling them. But
yeah, no, I
had
was
no idea why, honestly.
I was just wondering if, because I'm noticing it often, man. I'm seeing multiple copies end up going for sale. So I don't know if something happened where people are dumping it. But
is it a quick, they're just trying to get rid of it before the price drops, or is it,
well, I'm not
only up and up, right?
It's not a dump at all. It's more, obviously there's been some recent news with the High Republic stuff that Star Wars is going to be doing as far as the the live action television movies and all that shit. So people are starting, to pick up those, those important early issues and everything. And, given that it's going to be the cameo appearance of Avar Chris, yeah, this fits the bill.
Yeah, no, and that's where I was headed with the question, because, like you said, we do know that news did break, but I'm not fully caught up in the High Republic story, comic-wise. So I don't know if maybe this character has something.
From what they've given us so far in the comics, if that's going to be any correlation to what they actually put out in live action and everything, you want Avar Chris is going to be an important character.
Because I mean, she makes her full appearance in the first issue, and also I can't imagine. I don't know the print count offhand, but I can't imagine this series in general having a very high print count, because it's not a mainline Star Wars series to begin with. It's just a mini series, right?
I'm not too sure, but here, look, I just saw again. I literally popped open my phone, and you have someone selling a 9/8 CGC of this particular book at $200 Canadian.
Yeah. And you know what? I could see that number actually going up when there's more news of High Republic, with their casting, and that Avar Chris is actually there's a casting for her. So I could see this book actually even going higher.
Yep.
Yeah, and they're putting a lot into the High Republic initiative that they're going to be doing over there with not just the movies and TV, but they're putting out novels and everything else. So it's a pretty big thing. So she's going to be an important character.
Yeah. Well, I could tell you about the next book kind of surprising me. I don't know.
Please be a book I actually have.
I assume you do. I would think you do. You told us just earlier that you started collecting in 2019. I know you've said this many times. We're in 2020. I feel like this one you picked up. Please tell me you did.
I hope so.
But even if you didn't, I don't think it's a bad thing. I'm so shocked to see where it ended up. But the book is Symbiote Spider-Man, Alien Reality, issue number 3. This is where Spider-Man becomes the apprentice of Doctor Strange. After the No Way Home trailer, this book started selling over $30 Canadian raw, and I couldn't wrap my head around it. I didn't understand. I get the whole Spidey in the cape thing and whatnot, but it was wild to see these numbers for this particular book. And I wouldn't say it's still maintaining there. I'm starting to see them come really down at like $10. You can still find it, but I picked it up because it's just within my run. I was collecting it all, anything Spider-Man. You know how I am. But how'd this work out for you guys? Did you guys pick it up? Probably you have it.
I mean, that streak was good while it lasted. No, the only Spider-Man when I started collecting back, like I think UniX said 2018. That was the same year I started going back to the hobby. I was picking up only the actual Nick Spencer Spider-Man and the Miles Morales Spider-Man.
All right.
Ooh, ouch.
And I paid dearly for that Nick Spencer Spider-Man. Unfortunately.
Yeah, that fucking hurt.
Yeah. So yeah, I wasn't really picking up these offshoot miniseries as much, unless I think if they had something to do with the Absolute Carnage times. I think some of those issues tied in, but other than that, it wasn't something that was on my radar. So I missed the boat on this one. And I actually saw this issue at Marvel's LCS. I think they had the whole set for $30, and I still passed on it. So.
Yeah. No, I totally understand, and it's fine. I just want to bring up Marvel talking about issue 1. Yes, if I'm not mistaken, that's Natasha Romanoff as a Black Cat in that one. So in issue 1, yeah,
I think so.
Yeah, but that's definitely a book to pick up. This one, like I said, I was just shocked. Comic.Dood, did you pick this up?
So, let you down again. So I actually don't have this one. But when I first started collecting comics, this was one of the first series, that I picked up an issue. I think I have 2 issues out of this series, but I'll have to go through my bins and double check which 2. But I know it's not this one.
Yeah.
So yeah, when I first started collecting comics, I was just buying purely just off, cover buys to begin with. And then I'd open them up, give them a read, and, try to find the next issue after and go from there. But this is one I definitely missed out on.
Yeah, no, Marvel.
I gotcha. Yeah.
Good catch.
So yeah, I don't have it, but obviously I remember, seeing that jump there after that trailer. But I wouldn't pay a surplus on it.
No. But it is a beautiful cover. It is a really nice cover. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Again, this is another one that kind of feels like mostly a cover buy. It's cool. Yeah. He's, wearing the Doctor Strange cape and everything. And
black suit Spidey, though.
Yeah, of course.
Black suit Spidey.
All day.
But $30,
crazy.
Yeah, that might be a bit much. Glad I got it off the shelf.
All right. Well, I feel like you have the next one. Don't play me now. Don't play me. I feel like we even got it from the same goddamn shop when this came out. But I had again 2020, guys. You got to remember February 2020, which is why I picked this month. This is right before all shit hit the fan, right? Worldwide.
COVID.
Yeah, man. Exactly. So these were like the last few books that we were able to walk in store and grab, and then they ended up shutting shit down and whatnot. But I was nowhere close to specking on the next one. Ant-Man #2, dude. Yeah, you got the first appearance of Macrothrax. You get the first appearance of Thread. You get the first appearance of Tusk. And the first appearance of Vespa. No, not the ones that my relatives drive in Italy. I'm talking about the characters. So
did Hyper just put himself in timeout again?
I think he did. He's fed up.
He's giving up on some of
He doesn't want me to be the bearer of bad news.
The man strikes.
Or he wants me to be, sorry.
But no, Hype, dude, it's fine. Like I said, I remember one of the shops here locally really hyping the hell out of this one. But for me, again, nowhere close to a spec buy. It was kind of weird because, like, what was it? I think it was a Thread that was all like that white wormy type character. It was just disgusting. But
not for none of it. Like, all three of the Thread, Tusk, and Vespa were all kind of creepy characters.
Yeah, well, Tusk kind of had the he's got the whole fucking beetle look.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, nothing that I really spec'd on. I did pick up this run. I've noticed that Ant-Man runs are very. Oh fuck! I don't even want to say this because it's so punny, but they're short. They're very small. They don't last long, man. These Ant-Man runs.
Well, the mini series, so.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying I've not seen an Ant-Man run. You know what I mean?
Are you gonna try and write a fucking ongoing for Ant-Man?
Well, yeah, you stay on it. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, well, yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, did you pick this up? Hopefully, Hype has some info when he gets back from doing doo-doo.
I'm gonna answer your question with a question and see if you guys can figure out if I have this or not.
Here we go.
It sounds like, now, correct me if I'm wrong. Are these characters like bugs or something like that?
Yeah.
And one's like a wormy kind of slimy.
Yeah.
One's got like a horn, like a little beetle or something.
Yep. You see it literally at the beginning of the book. You see the characters there, and they're in like little. I don't know. They're in the dirt, bro. I don't know where they are exactly. I don't remember. But yeah, man. Do you have it?
So, well, can you guess?
I'm gonna say hell nah.
Hell fucking no, bro.
Look at you taking it to the chin, bro.
I don't have any Ant-Man really. I think I have one, minor key from one of his modern stuff, but that was just, it happened to be in the back issue bins for, cover price, and I picked it up. This I have never seen before, so it's news to me, man.
Yep.
Hyper, come back, man. I can't be the bearer of bad news.
Hyper, come back. Face, talk to us, baby.
Well, I do have this run, and man, I vaguely remember. So, okay, if I remember right, I think it was some shit like this Macrothrax or whatever sort of had control of the other three.
Yeah, it was like a pest god or some shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is fucking weird because like the other three were, the more, I guess, kind of like cool characters design wise and everything, and they ended up really not being like all that bad. So yeah, kind of one-off characters, even for Ant-Man, I guess. They did kill, I guess, Macrothrax at the end. So Ant-Man spec I hear is huge in ant colonies. I don't know. I was trying to give a good one for BC. Good dad joke. I think more than anything.
But yeah, man. Okay, so Hype, if you're back somewhere backstage, yeah, we're gonna switch over to the next one now. I hope
a lot about this.
If you guys didn't pick this up, I hope you didn't pick it up at its peak moment because it started going for crazy stupid money just because of the series that dropped. But the next book is Falcon and Winter Soldier #1, man. The first solo team-up series for these two characters together. It's the first appearance of the Natural. You get first appearance of Veronica Eden, who is aiming to become the supreme leader of Hydra. Raw copies sold for over $15 Canadian. Even I think that is... I know 15 doesn't sound like a lot when you're talking spec books, but man, that was still stupid money.
It's overcover.
Literally nothing related to the show, at least not for now. Who knows? Maybe they do go some route like this, but just because of it being the first solo team-up series, and obviously name on the title, the two characters, people jumped on this, not realizing though that Falcon is taking Captain America's mantle, and I don't know. I didn't see them going this direction with the whole Veronica Eden, with where they were at in the story. So I don't know why people spec'd on it, other than it being the first solo series for these two. Did you guys pick it up? Did you buy it at peak? I hope not.
Can I actually
hold on. Explain to me how it's a solo team up series. How does that work?
Oh, sorry. Okay, their first team up series. My bad. First team up series by themselves though, like just them two, not part of the Avengers, not part of all that shit. They just had their own run as a tag team.
Can I save Hyper the trouble of kicking himself out again?
I won't have to. I won't have to.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think.
I was just gonna say highlight Uni X's comment because that's also my comment.
Oh,
I didn't.
Hold on. Before Hyper starts, or before Comic.Dood or Face continue, I want to bring up a comment. Tim is 0 for 7. You guys picked bad years for me. Guys, I want to remind you, I said it at the beginning of the show, so whoever's tuning in right now, as of next month, you guys choose which years we revisit, okay? So make sure to keep an eye out on our Instagram for our photo.
You guys
post it, and you guys comment the 2 years you want us to go back. Whichever wins, heavy favorite, we will go back and revisit. So Hype.
And also, in favor of Dude, we'll one day do a Dude retrospect where it'll just be nothing but Power Rangers and Nova.
I'm not opposed, bro. I'm not opposed. Like, don't
I'll be kicking those. There's probably gonna be a lot more books that I'll be having to boot myself off the stream.
That'll be another 3-hour show. You know that,
all right. Okay, let's talk about the book.
Dude, I'm surprised you have to ask me why, because I think you, Marvel, kind of picked it up at the same time, if I remember.
No.
Yeah.
I picked this up sadly when it came out, and
then, no, but remember there was a drop, and then I think
then there was that moment where we rated,
and then the price went up after we rated, so that was some good times. Yeah, I mean, look, I'll be honest, even at cover price. It's one of those books that I picked it up because it was pure FOMO. I'll admit it was a pure FOMO, and I even wonder if I grabbed one too many copies, because I think I grabbed 2 or 3 copies at the time.
Ooh.
So look, make with it what you will, but this is a book that it's already probably at cover price if I'm not mistaken, right? Or maybe at most $10.
Yeah, no, it came back down, but Marvel confirms, yes, we did grab it together, and now
yeah, exactly.
But I'm just saying, I do have a copy from back when it dropped, but man,
I still have my copies. So,
Dope.
Yeah, so as UniX said, pass. And also as Tim said, these were bad years for me too, bro. I was just getting into comics in 2019 at the start of COVID, right? So I was cover buying and just stuff that really, really interested me. I wasn't just,
But it's not even about just, keeping score on if you own it or not. Did you read them? Did it intrigue you?
I did not read this. I never really was drawn to the two characters at all. So it wasn't something that I looked for or wanted to look into even. I didn't even know there was a spike in this, when the show came out. Like, makes sense, but I never even heard about this.
Yeah. Marvel, I agree.
Yeah, see, that's actually kind of what I was going to get into a little bit with this book. Other than the first solo team-up series, which is an interesting concept in itself, you have the first appearance of the Natural, and the first appearance of Veronica Eden. So the Natural was the one I think that kind of made it spike because people were thinking that character might show up in the live action series, which obviously never happened or anything. I think the Veronica Eden character is probably going to be the one that's a little more lasting in the comics and everything like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, she really is an atrocious character. She's kind of shit right now. So
yeah.
So yeah, I don't think that I would want to pay even the $15 premium for it.
No.
Maybe at cover price, I might pick up a copy just to have it in my collection.
Yeah. Well, the next cover has me full of regret. Regret because I did not take a photo like this with my wife when she was pregnant. Would have been beautiful. But Aquaman 57.
Oh my god.
I
was like, where is he going with this?
Yeah, no, you get the first appearance of baby Andrina. And
BC wanted to be the one holding the scepter, by the way.
That is exactly it. That is exactly it. Right after I ate like fucking 10 pounds of Popeyes.
His food baby, yeah.
But daughter of Arthur Curry, Aquaman, and Mera. So I actually picked this up, and I was actually gifted a copy by Pacino on a gift exchange for Christmas because we do things like that. But yeah, man, I have it. I did end up reading it. Great character. She's very relevant within the teen. What was it? The event afterwards, the Future State.
Future State.
Yeah. There you go. But did you guys pick this up or?
Yeah, listen. As a brown dude, I had to pick up the first appearance of a Curry.
Wow,
this guy went there.
He's been waiting all his life for that joke too.
This guy went there.
Hey, it's not fair that BC can do all the dad jokes and I can't.
North 49, oh man, I don't even want to talk about that.
You did pick this up, didn't you?
I did pick this up. Not for that reason. I just picked it up because I found it. Honestly, because I found out LCS's back issue, and this was I remember this was like right around Christmas, so a month or two. I actually could have been right around the Future State time. So, it was one of those books that I kind of picked up just to stash it in just stash in the long box just to see if this character will have any legs. No pun intended. If you read the series.
This guy.
I think this is a book that if you could find it in the back bins or something, it's not a bad pickup because generational characters I am kind of big on, especially generational characters of key members, especially of key members of the Justice League. So this is a book that I would say be on the lookout for if you could find it.
Yeah, Pacino's gonna give a copy again. See, look, he's got enough, but
I hear he's giving one away for our 500 subscriber.
Oh.
I joke. That's a nice cover, honestly. I like it. It's a
right
cover.
It's a missed opportunity.
Wait. Here we go.
No,
he didn't even do it right.
No, but
if I kick myself back out, I won't be able to get back in. I don't know how to do that yet.
Oh, it's like this.
You could just message us and then we'll bring you back in.
There we go. Thanks, guys.
Yeah. He's back.
Appreciate it. Yeah, that's what I meant to do. But yeah, other than it being a sweet cover, I had no idea about this. Not the biggest DC guy, slowly stepping into the DC universe and, trying different things out and reading different series. But this was not one of them at all. I didn't even know who Andy Curry was, or is.
Andrina?
Yeah.
Andrina. I don't know what you want to call her.
All right. Face.
Well, I mean, it's an interesting legacy character for the future, and obviously she had an important role in the future state stuff. But that's a couple years down the road, in, as far as comics goes and everything like that. And there's not a whole lot of huge things to get excited about in the DC world as far as like spec value for like the live action shit or anything like that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that this is one to get super excited about either, but let Jason Momoa have some adorable little daughter in one of those fucking later Aquaman movies and watch this book. I will say that. So if you find it for cover price, yeah, it might be worth it to grab a copy or two that have for an optimistic future of the Aquaman franchise. But
well, I don't disagree with you at all on that one. Now for the next book,
I see you, Tim.
This was just a run I absolutely loved. I still love. It's still ongoing. I can't stress it enough. I hope everyone starts to catch up on it. The movies so far, and we've only got one, have been crap. Not anything I like, but the comics, Captain Marvel 15, the first cover appearance of Vox Supreme. Man, this arc was incredible. I loved it. I love Vox as a character, Vox Supreme. We've said it prior. Vox, is from the Death of the Inhumans. But definitely something that I recommend picking up. Forget anything spec related, but just story wise, it's a great read.
Yeah, listen, I actually have this one because I started because I'm actually going back and reading the Captain Marvel series from this current run because I think I only started picking up after I have like the first two issues, then I kind of have a gap, and then I picked it up after the first appearance of Star, which I think is issue 8 or 9. So I haven't gotten to this part yet, the whole Vox Supreme storyline, but from what I've read so far, it's pretty interesting. I mean, again, I'm not the biggest historian on Captain Marvel or anything, but it seems like an interesting storyline from what I'm reading so far. So,
yep.
Yeah, and it's a dope cover.
Big time. Le Dude.
Guys. This is a bad day for me.
Dude, like I said, I do recommend it. If you don't have it, pick it up. And like Uni said, even his first appearance, I recommend picking up even Death of the Inhumans. I think that was an awesome mini. But yeah, man,
he's very prominent in the series. Like he's a character that kind of sticks around. He has legs, and
he's here in this one as Vox Supreme. And I just don't want to say too much more. It's just a recommendation. If you read it, great. If not,
I'll definitely have to check it out and give it a read. Especially if you guys are saying this series is pretty good.
I think he actually becomes Vox Supreme in issue 12, if I'm not mistaken, of this run. So
okay. I'll give it a read, guys. But
yeah,
hey,
I'm learning.
I'm personally not the biggest Captain Marvel fan either, to be honest. But this has actually been a pretty enjoyable run. I've liked reading it and everything like that. Captain Marvel is a character, that's been around for years, since the 70s and everything. But this version of Captain Marvel, she's not that old. I mean, she obviously had her time as Miss Marvel and whatnot. But as far as when she actually took up the role of Captain Marvel, she doesn't have a whole lot of runs out there yet. Or well, she actually does have kind of few runs for as long as she's been around, but she doesn't really have a whole lot of like really prominent villains, I guess. So yeah, you never know. I mean, this is a good one. So
well, yeah, dude. Even in the current
show up, yeah.
in the current arc there with the last of the Marvels. I don't know if anyone's reading that. I'm loving that.
Yeah,
I heard that's a pretty good run so far. Again, I'm not reading. Never really got big into Captain Marvel, or this Captain Marvel, but I'm hearing good things about it, and it makes me want to kind of go back and read the series. And yeah, obviously, I'm gonna have to check this out.
Well, I'm gonna bring the next book to you, and it's a series. Well, it's a book that I never understood why it exploded, but guys, one. Yeah, in her first
boot us all.
solo series.
I was gonna say, can I also dip out on this one? It might just be you and Face talking on.
If you guys want, we can skip right over this, guys. Don't feel like you need to say anything. I just wanted to bring it to the attention.
Yeah, no. We'll definitely touch on this book because it obviously did catch a bit of heat.
Yeah, it raw copies hit $20 Canadian, which is just mind blowing. And other than the fact that it's a beautiful Jen Bartel cover, I don't know why it hits such high numbers. I get that it's her first, but I had seen these so often on racks or in bins, and it's just crazy to see how it exploded. Does anyone know why it even exploded?
I think
we're not gonna get into the specifics of the reason why it exploded, but that being said, it did explode for reasons. If you do a little bit of research, you could probably find where that originated from.
Okay.
It's the first solo series, it is, but even at Spikes, man, it was gone as almost as much as the first appearance. So
that was what I was gonna get at.
So,
it's insane that this was selling for that amount of money.
It got pumped the way some other books get pumped, and we don't understand why.
Yep.
Yeah. It is a great cover. Definitely a great cover, but they didn't even finish the fucking miniseries.
Oh, seriously? It got canceled?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Wait, so how many issues was this actually last?
I think the third issue came out, and I believe it stopped there, and it was slated to be 5, if I remember right.
So, guys, if you're looking for the full run, it's not that hard.
It's not there.
You might be surprised. It's probably pretty low print.
No, I don't doubt it that it's a low print because I can't.
Other than number 1 issue, it's probably shit for finding those back. Number 2 and number 3.
Yeah, but I'm with Face on this one. Whenever a solo series outdoes the first appearance, that should give you some pause to kind of think things over. It does, and it's not like the first appearance was fairly recent either. It was back in the 80s, if I'm not mistaken. So it was just a bizarre thing to experience. This and the other, that Gamora #1 book, both kind of tandemly, it seemed like they both got a bit of an uptick.
Good example.
Yeah, I actually picked up that Gamora for a buck.
I see it all the time, and I just pass.
No, I just picked it up for a buck just because it's a buck, and if it ever heats up again,
maybe. But anything else, man, pass.
Yeah.
But guys,
Sure,
I just want to add to what Hyper was just saying because it is true. Like Avengers 257, the first appearance of Nebula, like it's been such a low cost book for the longest time.
Mm-hmm.
I have never even seen it selling for over $10 here locally. You know what I mean? Like it was always just part of the run. It was never a showcase book. It was never a big book. And only now it's starting to get that love. Like,
yeah, I noticed that. Yeah.
So,
yeah, man. Oh, okay. So Marvel said it was supposed to go digital to finish the miniseries after they canceled the physicals.
Oh yeah. Because this was like.
I wonder if they did because I would actually like to finish reading it. I mean,
I remember because because this was right around the time when COVID hit and Marvel was kind of cutting back on some of their titles to print. Because I was collecting Ravencroft, and I was pissed off because I found out that the later issues were digital, and then I think Marvel decided to have a change of heart and put those into print. But I guess
didn't they print the Ravencroft ones later? And I guess
They did, yeah, exactly. But initially they were gonna only do digital for the last 2 or 1 issue of Ravencroft, but then later on, they decided to put all 5. I mean, the last 2 in print.
Yeah, I do want to mention that Tim's not wrong. Jen Bartel is a buying point by itself. She's got me on board with the She-Hulk series, man. Did you guys see She-Hulk issue 3 that just passed on FOC with Jack of Hearts?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. I agree. She's just incredible with covers, but I don't think this should have been anywhere where it was. That's my own opinion, and it seems everyone's in agreement. So,
but the thing is, Jen Bartel ain't seeing that secondary market money. If you're a Jen Bartel fan, buy that motherfucker off the shelf.
Yep.
Yeah, true.
Agreed. Well, we don't got many books left. We're down to 3 books. So, guys, the next 2 are pretty big.
Man, I better hit 1 book out of this fucking year.
Oh, I really hope
Your time will come. Your time will come.
I really don't think I will.
I hope you have.
See.
I hope you have one of the 2. The third one is going to be a different year totally. But for 2020,
keep hope alive.
As long as Tim and I both get 0, I'm okay with that.
Well,
Misery loves company.
I have a feeling Tim's going to hit a 1 right here.
I have a feeling he will.
Batman 89, guys. Batman 89, first cameo appearance of Punchline. And, of course, the most important of this book is the first cameo appearance of the designer, right?
The rapper.
But yeah, man. I was totally on board this. I never in my life thought that after the month of February we would end up where we were. And I remember during the beginning of the pandemic, this was the book everybody was chasing. Did you guys get your hands on one? Or
Yeah, Batman's on my pull list, and it's funny because with the number of issues Batman has, there's not that many keys as of late that has popped off, and this actually was an exception. Cameo appearance of Punchline, and yeah, I just happened to be lucky because it was on my pull. So, I mean, I know this book has gotten a bit cold, but I think it'll rise back again because I don't feel she's going anywhere in DC. Surprisingly, that second and third prints are also pretty cheap as well. I think, normally, people always hunt those late printings. Those are still relatively like around cover price or maybe $10 maybe.
Yeah, I picked one up at $5 recently.
Yeah.
Mr. Dude.
Yeah.
Okay.
I picked this up.
Oh, nice.
No, I'm kidding.
Okay.
I need to see somebody's expression. Just all that look of disappointment in this whole show from you guys that you really got.
No, I just wanted you to get a W. That's all.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's definitely not a W on this one, buddy. But it's definitely one I will keep my eyes out for because Punchline. You never know what's gonna happen with her. She was huge when she came out, and you just never know, right?
Yeah. Go ahead.
They're going for pretty cheap. Go ahead, BC.
No, go ahead. It's all you, baby.
I was gonna say if they're going for pretty cheap, I mean it's probably worth it to grab one. I haven't actually looked at the prices on these anytime recently. The designer obviously didn't pan out, but Punchline's a cool character that people are into. That being said, this is one of the worst fucking cameos in history. I mean, it's right up here with what was it like Jessica Cruz's hand and like
yeah.
I think if I remember, what was it like her lips?
Her lips or something. You see like a speech bubble, yeah.
Yeah, like that was about it out of the cameo. So, well, not much of one. It still counts, I guess.
I'm convinced that Uni is from another universe, another timeline. He knows.
Or we're just so damn predictable.
Yeah, we really are. But guys, the final book of 2020 also had the first full appearance of Punchline. Did you guys get this one?
Yeah, and look, I remember this had a bit of controversy surrounding it because if I remember, this was one of those things that DC got a bit of flack for because retailers were only aware that Punchline makes her first appearance after FOC. So this was a book that people couldn't get their increases because once, obviously the community was aware of it, they went to their shops, but FOC was done. So, and again, Hell Arisen wasn't exactly a series that was large like in it wasn't a mainline series basically. It was like a Year of the Villain 4-issue miniseries. So I was picking it up because I was picking up Year of the Villain stuff. So again, I lucked into this one. But I remember I tried to get a second copy from my neighboring LCSs, and they were already getting calls left and right. So I was just happy to get that the first print, at least one copy. So
I'm sure Hyper took this from my LCS as well.
I wasn't aware your LCS existed back then because I was still just local at that point.
That's fair. That's fair.
I just want to answer a question. It was Uni asking, because he says he's got them both, never sent them to get graded. I definitely think you should get this one graded. I will say, out of all the DC characters that we've gotten as of late, this seems to be the one that's sticking, and I don't see her going anywhere for a long time. She's
got a fan base.
Yeah, Punchline's here to stay, man. That's my opinion.
And the thing is, he was asking how much Hellraiser goes for now. I can tell you that when me and Comic.Dood and Marvel went to Marvel's LCS, no, in Kingston, sorry, 2 weekends ago, we saw this book on the wall for like $60 Canadian. So it's really cool down because I remember this was at one point maybe $150 raw. And the thing is, in terms of grading, the guy that used to press my books, he was telling me that he would get submissions of his books and there would be damages on the books, like not terribly, but there'll be spine ticks and it'll still come back a 9.8 because maybe it's one of those books that's notorious for having imperfections. So like maybe they graded on a curve, I guess.
Yeah,
but he said it's a problematic book.
And this is what I was referencing. I'm referring to what Tim's commenting here is it's a long-term hold for me.
Yeah, I mean, Punchline. I mean, we pretty much already said what we need to say as far as Punchline goes on the last book. This is no different. Great character. This obviously the actual first appearance way better than the cameo. Still not a lot of substance there though. So but it was a tie-in to a series that was low printed, so it can be a little bit tougher to find. It's not as hard as people were initially making it out to be though. So
at the point in time that it came out, yes.
Yeah, it was. I mean, a lot of people were having issues getting it back then, but now, I mean, you see copies showing up a lot more now.
Yeah. No, for sure.
Just like the previous slide, the second and third prints are also pretty relatively cheap for this one as well. I don't know. It must be a DC thing where it seems like their late printings don't do nearly as well as Marvel's. But
since it's just a recolor.
Yeah, but I mean, we've seen Marvel do the same scheme sometimes, and their book sometimes hits a lot. Like you've seen those blue labels that we were talking about before. So
yeah, I mean, it depends on the character and everything like that. Obviously, if she hits, you'll see those second and third prints go up a lot more. So
yeah, like I think in time, once they do a lot more with this character.
Yeah, I just wanted to take a second to say hi to Shop. Put the little ones down. I got the little one falling asleep in the room next to me, so I'm toning it down. But yeah, guys, that's it for 2020. But you guys know we always finish the shows by hitting up a random year, right? So, guys,
spin the wheel.
Where to next, man? Are we on the Kingpin school bus?
Yeah. I love how Face is driving the bus.
I like how BC's in the back of the bus.
Yeah.
You irresponsible motherfuckers let me drive.
That's my bro. We're flying. Come on.
That's
fair enough. I probably am legit.
That's my my elementary days all over again. But yeah, so we're actually gonna kick it back to 1974.
5 years ago, I guess.
No, we're going to 1974. Bro.
No, I mean your elementary days.
Oh, okay. But yeah, man, one of my favorite books. Literally, I wanted to put it on my grail list, but I know there was no way I could get it.
You remember when it came out?
Amazing Spider-Man 129 came out February 1974. The first appearance of the Punisher, Frank Castle. First appearance of the Jackal. There is a 9/8 CGC copy right now that is available on eBay for $70,000. Talk to me, guys.
Woo!
Where do you see this one going?
About $70,000.
Hopefully my collection, but not anytime soon. Yeah, this is actually one of those books on my 2022 wish list. I do have every intent of getting this book hopefully before the calendar year ends, but we'll see.
What
Not at a 9.8. Not at a 9.
I want to be there when you get it.
I want to be there too.
Oh, I hope so.
Hype. Any grade? What grade?
You know what? Okay, so obviously because this is on my radar, I have been eyeing the prices. If it holds steady, I would be okay with a 5.0.
What do those go for around? Do you know, right off the top of your head?
I noticed that right now it goes about half the grade in Canadian dollars.
Yeah.
So you're looking at probably $2,500 for 5.0.
Really?
Okay. So,
I
Actually,
feel
that
like
sounds too horrible.
What's that?
you
That
need
actually doesn't sound
to
too
make a
horrible.
trip.
I mean, considering how I do feel this does have more of an upside, you never know.
So it sounds like when you get this, we're picking up Uni, and then we're picking up Marvel and grabbing some milk and Popeyes as well.
Now, you know what? After,
Sounds like a trip, bro.
you know what? Listen. After you bastards kind of threw me under the bus, I'm grabbing
Sorry,
the
I
milk
had to.
before I pick you guys up, and then we'll
We opened the trunk to go put the comics in there or whatever, and it's just milk everywhere.
I'll call you guys when I'm ready to pick up the books. Anything else
that was the
prior to that, I'll
greatest
do on
moment
my
of
own.
life. Watching you just stack that little cart thing with all the milk. I'm like, how many bags is this guy grabbing? But yeah, no, this is a book I want to, man.
I thought this was gonna be the one you said you got.
I wish. Yeah, that's the reason I don't have any of the other books because I got this one. No,
There you
Right?
Come on, guys. I'm wearing a Punisher shirt. Frank Castle is fucking awesome. If you say you don't want this book, well, I guess, everybody's got their own opinions, but, like, it's the fucking Punisher. Like, come on. How badass? Like, can you get, right?
Who said they don't want the book?
That's what I'm saying. If you don't want the book, like, I mean, everyone's entitled to their own opinions.
Yeah.
But, like, how could you not want the book is what I'm saying.
I just can't believe that all three of you motherfuckers are going to have a turn to talk about this book and just going to gloss over the first appearance of the Jackal like that.
Right? No love.
Shit, man.
I mean,
I don't have
it's Punisher. It's a grail. You can't go wrong adding it to your collection. There's a huge upside on this book. Everybody's excited to hopefully see in the near future the return of Punisher to the MCU. Well, joining the MCU, but return to live action. Hopefully, as Tom Bernthal playing him again, because he knocked it out of the fucking park last time.
He killed it.
Yeah, but more than likely, you're not gonna see this book do anything but go up.
Okay, wait. I want to ask all you guys the question because I don't know how many of you guys saw this movie, but what's your take on the Thomas Jane Punisher? Because I'll be honest, I actually loved
it.
I actually watched it multiple times. I don't know what the word is on that movie. People hate it or love it, but I don't see that movie getting as much attention.
Well,
as Netflix.
It was good.
I actually went back to rewatch it, man, and I enjoy it, bro. Even the fight scenes with Kevin Nash.
Yeah. Man. I liked the Thomas Jane one. I didn't like the one after it.
Oh, with the British guy. What's his name?
Yeah. But as far as the Tom Jane one, they did another sort of take on Tom Jane version of the Punisher. You can actually find it on YouTube. Look up Dirty Laundry, and man, it's great. If you haven't seen it yet and you're a Punisher fan, check it out. 22
Comics actually brought that up in the comments. Actually, yeah.
Oh, okay, awesome. There you go. Oh yeah, there you go. Right there.
Also, Raging Cajun, man. Hell yeah, bro. You got one? Right on.
Nice.
Oh shit, yeah, hell yeah, nice.
Yeah, classic iconic covers. Yeah, 70K. Oof.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Well, I agree with you guys.
Where's Dan? Does he have a copy of this?
I'm sure he does somewhere.
I'm sure he's got it, man. He's got it.
Yeah, it's between his Avengers 1 and his first appearance of Iron Man.
Right.
But you guys, you're okay with Berthenol coming back and take the role?
Guy killed it, man. Like he a T, bro.
Yeah, I think if he hits the MCU, man, that shit explodes. Do you think they would do it the same way they did Daredevil? Same casting, just bring him in like nothing.
What do you mean, like in terms of like
as a cameo in another movie kind of thing?
With Charlie Cox.
The thing is, he's already been established though. Like, there's no reason to actually. Well, I mean,
Well, so was Charlie Cox, Daredevil.
that's true. That's true. Yeah. You got a point there. No, but I'm saying like when they first brought him in Netflix, he kind of was introduced in the Daredevil series. But I mean, yeah, I could see him probably doing a cameo maybe before they actually give him his own series or so. Yeah,
I agree.
Because Marvel seems to like doing that where they'll kind of put them in another project before.
Give you a tease, make you hard, and call her a day.
Yeah, all they gotta do is add some throwaway line somewhere about some urban legend called the Punisher or some shit like that, and it just makes sense why you haven't really seen him around or heard much of him in the MCU, and then he just shows up.
Well, I just hope they use the original logo and we don't get that Masters of the Universe.
Yeah,
I don't think they will use that new logo at all.
I think that's gonna be temporary.
Like the comic series, I don't think they'll run with it, man.
Right.
No, but hype. Before I close this, I hope you get yourself one in 2022.
Hell yeah!
All the
best. I see it's on your wish list too, right?
Yeah, it was. I took it off before fundraising. Just
he didn't want to get in that bidding war with Hyper.
No,
he knows how much stock you got in Popeyes.
But no, it's Omega, Jesse from the Spec Tales. We made a game where in 2022 the grails we put up, if we don't get them in,
I heard about this. Yeah,
we can never buy them ever. We have to X them for life.
Oh, you're actually sticking to that?
We have to. That's what we.
Oh wow, that's some serious business. Okay, all right.
Yeah, so both get fucked on that one.
Yeah. That's why I came into 2022 and I made sure to pick up like 2 of them right away. I was like, yo,
you cheated.
Yeah,
you got it December 31st, 2021.
That's pretty hardcore, man. That's pretty fucked up.
But that's why I did not put this one.
That's gold balls.
Yeah.
All right.
Gold balls.
Yes, please.
Speaking of gold balls, I think it's the line of the night. Gold balls. I just want to talk about gold balls.
I know you do.
There you go. But guys, that's pretty much the show, man. We hope you had a great time with us. I know we did. I did. Hype, Comic.Dood, Face.
It was mediocre at best.
Yeah, it was decent.
That was a great show. I mean, I went 1 for X amount of books, but hey, I got 1. I'm on the scoreboard.
There you go.
Appearance is what counted.
Yeah, but guys, I just want to remind everybody who's watching, you guys could choose which years we revisit next month. So we're not picking anymore. You guys are in control. So all you guys
isn't touching 2020 at all.
I think Tim's gonna just start in like the 90s for us. But yeah, man, just to make it very simple for you guys, tomorrow on Instagram, we're gonna throw up a photo and you guys will comment the years, man. So
hold up. North 49 just pointed out something real quick that we gotta address. Gold Balls has a clone sidekick, Mini Balls.
Is this a thing, really?
But does he have a sad sidekick named Blue Balls?
Man, you're on fire tonight. But guys, the photo is here. This is the photo you're going to see on Instagram tomorrow. So just head on over and comment the 2 years you want to see next month. And that's the years we'll visit. Whichever one wins, those are the ones we're going to. So that's it, boys. Anything you want to say before we go?
No, I think Blue Balls took it away.
Well, I mean, I'm sure by next show I'll have half a short box to show off in comic halls. But,
there you go.
No doubt.
Oh, for real? For real? You're actually gonna have a show? Oh, okay. I thought you actually went hunting.
I got about.
Well, we got to let him do something. He doesn't do shit on the RETRO SPEC show.
Hey, no, don't tell people that. But no, I got a few hauls I have ready to show off.
Cool.
Well, guys, that was RETRO SPEC. We hope you guys come join us Saturday at noon Eastern time, where we do our Royally Fucked. We let you guys know our picks for FOC that week. And I believe we're going to be seeing the FOC tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. That's when I go check it. That's when it drops at 8 a.m. Eastern time. So keep an eye out. If there's anything you guys think might be a big book or whatever, feel free to message us. We'll give you guys credit, whatever, man. We want to include you guys as much as possible. Dude, you look like you got something you want.
Yeah, also, I kind of missed something. I'm surprised none of you guys brought it up since you all shared it on Instagram.
What's up?
So according to Keys, if we hit 500 subs the next 2 weeks, I'm gonna get "Kiss Me, I'm Cree" on my ass.
Oh, really?
No, I'm not actually going.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
I mean, I wouldn't be
I feel
opposed
like
to
you're
getting
committed
something, but maybe
remember-
not. "Kiss Me, I'm Cree" tatted in a big circle right on my
Remember,
ass.
if you don't have photos, you got nothing.
Yeah, hold on.
You want a photo of my ass
is-
cheek? I'll send you one.
The community, not for me. The community, the community. It's for the community.
Nobody
For the
wants that.
community, I get it.
But guys,
okay.
one last thing before we go. The drive to 500 is underway, so do let everybody know. Come subscribe. Second we hit 500 subscribers, we're going to be doing another giveaway show with tons of good stuff.
Hell yeah.
And yeah, man, we'll start revealing what those are going to be as we get closer to 500.
And dude
one
really
is a
wants an
Hulk
ass tattoo.
180.
Sorry?
I said I know one is a Hulk 180.
Yeah, dude really
Oh,
wants
for
an
real?
ass tattoo.
For real?
Yeah, for real.
Like, we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna take a picture of it. Like, what are we doing on this?
About what? You giving away your Hulk 180?
Shit. I mean,
He said if they come with a big enough bucket of Popeyes, we can talk.
All right, guys. Well, that's the show. That being said, thank you. You got anything you want to say?
I think that's it.
That's you,
Well,
baby.
listen. If you're like me, and if you're like Dude, and if you're like Tim, and for that matter, if you're like most of the chat tonight, and you don't have a lot of these books, and you want to catch up and read them, visit your local library.